What are some of the biggest myths that prevent people from buying a home? In today's video, we're going to shatter some of these myths, and we're going to get started right now. Hi, my name is David Matney with Nebraska Realty. I'm a local realtor here in Omaha, Nebraska. Now let's jump into today's topic. In today's video, we're going to look at the 5 biggest myths that prevent people from buying a home. Let's jump ahead and look at myth number 1. I need perfect credit. You do not need perfect credit in order to buy a home. Now, it's true, the better your credit score, the more options you have available. In fact, I've had some buyers that have had some pretty significant credit issues, overcome those challenges and then go on to purchase a home. If you can't qualify for a home now, doesn't mean you can't qualify in the future. If you're interested in buying a home in the future, and let's say your credit isn't perfect, you can still talk to a loan officer now in order to develop the best course of action to get you back on the right path in order to purchase in the future. Now, if you don't know a loan officer, then reach out to me. My contact information is in the description below. Myth number 2, I need a 20% down payment. You do not need a 20% down payment in order to purchase a home. You can purchase a home with FHA financing with as little as 3.5% down payment. Now, depending on your credit, some lenders have conventional financing for as little as 3% down. If you're a veteran or a member of our armed services, you can also use VA financing. With VA financing, you can buy a home with no down payment. Myth number 3 is I won't qualify. Now, that's a myth because how do you know you won't qualify unless you apply for a mortgage? And you'll also be surprised at what you actually qualify for. In fact, you may not want to go to your absolute limit. Let's say you qualify for a $400,000 home. Just because you can qualify for that amount doesn't mean you should purchase a home for that price. You might want to buy a home for, let's say, $325,000 in order to feel comfortable with the payment. Myth number 4 is I can't afford the monthly payment increase. Your monthly payment consists of 5 things: principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. And if you're coming in with less than 20% down, there is going to be mortgage insurance. Now, it's going to depend on your down payment. Now, guess what? When you rent, your rent goes towards your landlord's principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, and profit. Just to give you an example of this, about 20 years ago, I bought a property a few blocks from Nebraska Medicine, and I paid $40,000 for that property. Now, my principal, interest, taxes, and insurance was about $380 a month. Now, I charged $450 a month for rent. Now, the rent has never gone down. It has always gone up. My payment, the principal and interest, was fixed. So that stayed the same for the length of the mortgage. Now, rents have stayed with the market. Paying rent helps fulfill someone else's real estate dreams come true. When you rent and when taxes go up, guess what? Your rent goes up. Same thing goes with insurance. That always gets passed along to the tenant. Looking back with hindsight, the mistake I made is I should have bought more in that area. Now, as time goes by, guess what else goes up? Your home's value. And if you're interested in getting a free home valuation, I have a tool in the description called HomeBot. HomeBot is free and there's no obligation, and it'll send you out a monthly valuation of your home. Again, it's free and there's no obligation. I'll leave a link in the description. Myth number 5 is home repairs are too expensive. That's not exactly a myth. Home repairs are expensive, okay? However, if you rent, guess what? Home repairs get passed along to the tenant in the form of rent increases, okay? If you own a home, you can plan and budget for many repairs. Another important reason why it's important when you buy a home to have a home inspection, because the inspector is going to give you some idea and advise you of what repairs you need to budget for in the future. Here's another nice thing about home ownership. At least you can make some repairs. Some landlords won't let you make any repairs, and sometimes what they'll do is they'll wait to make the repair after you leave. So at least with home ownership, if you want to do some painting or do some upgrades, that gives you that freedom to do so. And here's the other thing. If you're going to make some repairs, you're inspired to do it yourself, you can always YouTube certain projects. Speaking of YouTube, hey, now is a great time to hit that subscribe button and go ahead and ring that bell for notifications. And hey, if you don't mind giving this video a thumbs up, it really helps me out and I do appreciate it. And if you want to learn more about the buying process, hey, be sure to check out this next video and you make it a great day.